So for any folks that don't know, a little over a year and a half ago, I actually did something that not a lot of people were expecting. I was the first person to win $5 million on GSE and Buzzin's edition of Deal or No Deal. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we ask the question, can lightning strike twice? Let's find out as we play the lovely game of 26 cases, a banker, and millions of dollars on the line. This is Deal or No Deal. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Deal or No Deal. This time around, we're not having a random contestant. The contestant happens to be the host. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do it just like we did with Buzzin'. $5 million is the top prize. There we go. Make sure everything's set here. Season 3 and 4 style. And yep, the name is set. So yeah, let's see how this goes, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, let's play some Deal or No Deal. Hey, Banker, it's been a minute, hasn't it? Gotta admit, Big Jon's did a really good job at this software, honestly. Also, while we're waiting here, let me try to shrink my camera a little bit, because I know the case numbers are going to take up a lot of the space over here on the side of the screen. All right. So, Banker's ready. I'm ready. But the only thing we're missing is those lovely cases. Cases, please. That sequence never gets old. All right, so y'all know the drill by now. 26 cases up there on the pyramid. 26 different increments of money filled by a random third party or generated by a random third party. Y'all know how this game works. We don't know what's in what case, but we do know one of those cases is holding our top prize. And that top prize happens to be $5 million. And for $5 million, the amounts decrease all the way down to one single itty-bitty tiny little penny, which, oddly enough, the U.S. government doesn't even make anymore because it costs more to make a penny than it is to... Anyway, I forgot the logistical process. Anyway, so of course, we always pick the case that we believe has the money in it. And I'm not going to do it much different than I did last time. We're going to go with case number 12. For any folks wondering, 12 is my birth month, basically. I was born in December. I'm Sagittarius. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway. See, y'all know how the rest of the game works. We open the other cases to find out what's in there. Whatever is in there is not in ours. We'll start by opening up 6 cases for the first round. Now, the question is, do I want to just pick them at random? Yeah, you know, let's pick them at random. I'm going to get random.org up real quick. Oh, no, you go up there. All right, so according to random.org, the first case we're going to pick is number 23. Start with something on the left side. Open the case. That is not on the left side. Ouch. One of the bigger amounts. Also, I'm going to shrink my camera just a tad so that... There we go. All right. So, let's see. Hopefully we find something better than that. 15 is the next one. Open up 15. There we go. $125. One of the Banker's Power 5. It's a good number to get off the... Especially considering we knocked out the second highest amount in the game. All right. 4 more cases to go. Next case is number 20. Right over here. Let's see what's in 20. 50,000. Okay, we can live with that. Top right side of the board there. And oddly enough, the next one is Pat's favorite number, 21. Please be on the left side. Open the case. 250. Let's go. That's a good amount right there. Let's see. We did 21. So next up is number 18. The age in the U.S. where you legally become an adult. Also in Canada, That's when you get to legally be able to drink. Here in the States, it's 21, but over in Canada, it's 18. What's in the 18? $1,000. There we go. All right, one more case. We can find one on the left side. This would be a pretty good round, honestly. Well, not a pretty good round, a pretty decent round, honestly, considering we did knock out the second highest amount in this game already on the first round. So number 5 is going to be our last case. Let's try to find that penny. What contain you, number 5? Please be low. $50, yeah! We'll take it. That is a good number to end the game on, the lowest of our round. Of course, the banker wants us to leave with a lot less than that, honestly. He's going to call and make us an offer, try to make us buy back the case for as little... Or he's going to try to buy back the case for as little as possible, basically. That's his whole goal. He wants to squeeze every penny he can out of this game so that he has to give us a bunch. Let's see what his first offer is for our $5 million game. First offer, $142,000. Slap the button, that money is ours. Say no deal and slap the case close. 5 more cases to open. The question is, deal or no deal? Nobody ever really takes the first offer, and we're not starting today. No deal. Okay, 5 cases to open in this round. I'm gonna make a mental note right now. I'm gonna highlight the ones we've already done, so that way I don't accidentally pick them again. I could just... No, I can't scroll down on the board. Okay. I was going to try to scroll down so that I don't get confused, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to start off with number 10. Kind of the bullseye of the pyramid here. Let's start off low. Open the case. Ah, $375. It is a 6-figure amount, but you know, it's okay. We don't want $375. We want $5 million. Next up, oddly enough, is number 9. Right next door. Open the case. $2 million. Sheesh. And we're going 2 over to that. Number 11. Please get us to the left side. Open the case. There we go. $2,000. All right, 3 down, 2 to go. Next up is Two Little Ducks, number 22. Please, something low just like that last case. Even lower than that. What's in you, 22? $1.5 million. Oh, you keep locking out the 7-figure amounts in this round. All right, after 22, we go back to the bottom row here. Case number 4. Please, something on the left side to end this round. Try to somewhat balance the board here. Open the case, number 4. There's the penny! Let's go! Woo! That's what we needed right there, especially knocking out the 2 mil and the 1.5 in that round. There's still a little bit of a safety net, but this is getting precarious at this point. Yep, 3 big amounts were hitting that round. Wouldn't be surprised if the offer actually went down a little bit for this round. Let's see what the banker offers us. 115. Yeah, figured. The only thing that sucks is that in this next round, we have to open up 4 cases, and there's 3 7-figure amounts left on that right side of the board. So this is a very dangerous board. But of course, for $115,000, the question is deal or no deal. You know, it is getting tricky, like I said, but I still have faith in this board. No deal. See if we can at least get a 7-figure win on this game. 4 cases to open. Mark Webb, be with me. We're starting with number 8. Please, something on that left side. $5, $25, $375, $515, $2,500, or $3,750. Open the case. Be with us, Mark Webb, please. $5, let's go! Knocked out the penny, now we knocked out the $5. Let's see if we can find that $25 in case number 6. Keep this train going. Open the case. $3,750, we'll take that. That's on the left side as well. Keep the good vibes going with case number, what is it? 16. Sweet 16. What say you? 25,000. We'll take that. On the right side, but it's one of the lesser amounts on the right side. Okay. That was 16, so now we go to number 24. Kobe, be good to us, please. I'm from LA, too. Hoping the case. Well, shit. Now there's a gap here. From 5 million, we go to the regular top prize of Deal or No Deal, $1 million. If we knock out that 5 million. 3 cases to open in the next round. 2 huge amounts on the back of a $500,000, $250,000, and $125,000. Ah, the round was going so well, and then we just hit that 2.5 mil. Let's see what the banker offers us. Oh, it went up though, $232,000. Not bad. It's almost $250,000 to sell us back case number 12. $232,000. Deal or no deal? Well, we're not done yet. No deal. 3 cases. 2 7-figure amounts left on the board. Let's see how this one turns out. All right, so 24 is where we last left off, so which means we're going to start this round off with case number 19. I really hope we find something on that left side right now. That would really be a confidence booster considering we knocked out the 2.5 to end that last round. 19, please be on the left side or something low. Open the case. Oh, there goes the million. And now the next case we're going to choose is number 13. Lucky for some, not lucky for others. Only hold for us today. Please don't be the 5 million. Keep the game alive. Open the case. Oh, that's a heartbreaker right there. Well, I mean, $500,000 is still on the board. So, you know, there's a good chance maybe something good will happen. I mean, we can't get a 7-figure win now, but let's see if we can get a mid to high 6-figure win. 1 case left in this round. We're going with number 2. Be good to me, number 2. Please. This has been a rough round already. Open the case. 1,500. There we go. Well, obviously the offer is going to go down in this situation because we knocked out the 5 mil. We're not going to see 232 unless we get that $500,000 down to one of the last 2 cases, honestly. So I'm expecting like low 5-figure, like low 5-figure or mid 5-figure, honestly, for this offer. Let's see where the banker puts it. Yeah, I know. I knocked out the 5 mil. I knocked out the million in that round. We got to bounce back though. We knocked out the 1,500. Let's see what the offer is. $68,000. Right in between the curse number and the funny number. Yeah, previous offer was 232. We lost like, what is that, $100 and some thousand, honestly, off the last offer. So for $68,000, the question is always deal or no deal. We're riding the sucker to the end. No deal. All right, next up, we're going to go to case number 26. Please, let's find something on that left side. We'll take 5,000 as well. Open the case. $25. There we go. 14% chance of winning the $500,000 at this moment. 1 more case open this round. All right. Gonna go from 26 to number 7. We can find that 375. we might get back into six figures, and that's a big might. Please be something good. Open the case. $5,000, we'll take it. It's not one of the six-figure amounts. That's good. We kind of have a block of three right there. 125,000, 250,000, and $500,000 right now. So the board's looking pretty good. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a six-figure amount. All right, so the offer is $104,000. I knew we were going to get into the six figures possibly here. Also, for any folks wondering why there was a cut there, someone just came into the room and I didn't know until like they were slightly on camera right here. So, $104,000, deal or no deal? I mean, the whole right side of the board is higher than that offer, so let's see what happens. No deal. Worst case scenario here, we lose the $500,000 and we go to a $250,000. The good news is, from here on out, it's one case at a time. So we're going to start off with case number 14. Please. Something on the left side. That would be a really great. That would swing the board towards us, honestly. Be a player's board. 14, what you got? Please, nice and low. It's doing the sneaky. $125,000. You know, out of the six-figure amounts, I'm okay with losing that one because, you know, I mean, you gotta remember, it's still one case at a time from here on out. So $250,000 and $500,000, we still have a little bit of a safety net, but it is getting a little precarious at this moment. Banker's gonna call us. Let's see what happens with this. You still have one large. Well, $250,000 is still a large amount on the board. Yeah, that's like your life can change with a $250,000. That's a good chunk of change. Let's see what the banker's offer is, though. The banker's new offer is probably gonna go down a little bit. Oh no, it went up. It went up 8K, $112,000. So we have a 40% chance of winning at least six figures, 20% chance of winning $500,000. The offer is $112,000. So now the question is, deal or no deal? The thing is that there's more of a chance that one of those left side amounts is in my case than it is the right side amounts. But you know, worst case scenario, like I said, we lose the $500,000, we go to a $250,000 as the top prize. So with that being said, I'm saying no deal. One case. Let's try not to find any of those six-figure amounts in this one case. And that one case, oddly enough, is going to be number one. Please, something on the left side. 2,500, 500, or 375. Open the case. 375, let's go. 50-50 shot of having a $250,000, at least a $250,000 in our case. That's some good money. Let's see what happens here. $25% shot at $500,000. 50-50 for at least a six-figure amount. New offer, $146,000. And the serious music comes out too. So that right there is our second highest offer we've had of the game so far right there. Third highest was 142, highest was 232. So, $146,000. Not something to sleep on. It's a good amount of money. Question now is, deal or no deal? I mean, I've been saying this every time we've come to the table to talk about an offer. Worst case scenario, knock out the $500,000. We're playing for a $250,000 with a 1 in 3 shot in this round. So with that being said, no deal. One case. One case. And it's the case that's better than 24. It's 25. We want to see 500. We want to see 2,500. So we have a 2 out of 3 shot of winning at least $250,000. Number 25. Please be something on that left side. Open the case. I was doing the sneaky. Yeah, baby, let's go. So with that, we are now guaranteed at least $2,500 from the banker. Question is, can we get more? Let's see what he has to offer us. Yeah, we have 33 1/3% chance of winning winning $500,000. 66.7% chance of winning at least $250,000. Oh, now the question is, do I go for it and try to knock out that 2,500 and guarantee myself $250,000? Let's see what he's offering for this round. $260,000. That right there is more than the board average. The board average right now would be about roughly... I don't know what the board average would be, honestly. I mean... But that offer does make sense. So basically, the only thing higher than that is $500,000. So the question is, for $260,000, deal or no deal? You know, here's the thing. On the buzzing game, I stuck it out to the end. The highest offer I got was $2.5 million. And that was the final offer. The fact that the offer here is more than the board average, way above the board average, honestly. It's a very good offer. And that's the offer we're taking. Deal. The question is, did I just fall for the banker's trap? That's the question. Because if that $500,000 is in that case, I'm gonna feel real bad. But hey, $250,000, $260,000, not bad. But of course, we got to find out, was it a good deal? So had we said no deal, we'd have to pick one more case before we got the banker's final offer. That case would have been number 3. So let's see what would have been in number 3. Please be the $500,000. Oh, it would have been a 50-50 between $250,000 and $500,000. So I'm guessing this offer would have been like 325 or 350. Let's see. 375, smack in the middle. The number that was right in the middle between those two. Okay, 2 cases left in play. One's worth $500,000. The other one's worth $250,000. I sold case number 12 for $260,000. Did I make a good deal? My case contained $250,000. There we go. I could have had a little more. I could have had 375, but I still got a good deal. $260,000 sold on a $250,000 case. Not bad. I mean, honestly, we wanted the $5 million. We wanted the $5 million, of course, but ultimately we got $250,000, which in my mind, not that bad, honestly. It's good money. So anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. We'll be back to Super Press Your Luck next week, ladies and gentlemen, with Julian defending his title. But until then, as always, ladies and gentlemen, please remember, like, share, subscribe. Go check out the Game Show Emporium and MVG Productions. Their links will always, as always, be down below in the description. Until next time, treat all humanity with kindness, keep it real, and make sure you take care of your mental health because you matter. See you next time, everybody.